home park icon on the obits page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
And welcome into WTIM, your information station. It's time now for our final segment of this WTIM Pana Morning Show. It's brought to you by our title sponsor, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man and Noren's Hardware, your Pana Save-A-Lot, Whiskey Bill Saloon and Liquor Emporium, the City of Pana, and Locked and Loaded Limited. On the phone line, we have Melissa Reibold. She's the new Executive Director of the Pana Community Hospital Foundation. How are you today, Melissa?
I'm doing good.
Thank you so much for taking the time today out of your busy schedule here. But am I saying that right? New position over there with Pana Community Hospital.
Yes, new as of April of this year.
April, wow. So Executive Director of Pana Community Hospital Foundation. And we've heard from you before. What was it that you were doing previous?
Well, I have been the marketing director for Pana Community Hospital for 21 years. It was 21 years in June. So, I'm just not obviously leaving the hospital. I'm just changing roles. And I'm just really, really looking forward to getting settled into this new role as the foundation director. It's something brand new for me, and so far it's going great.
Absolutely, and we're happy we're not losing you over at Pana Community Hospital. It's just an inside move right there, so we love it. And before we get into your new role with Pana Community Hospital Foundation, as the marketing manager, where would we have seen your name? What kind of things were you doing in that 21 years?
Well, I did all the marketing and public relations for the hospital. So you guys probably heard me on the radio promoting different services that the hospital has, different events that the hospital has been doing. I took care of a lot of the internal employee relations stuff. So we had, like an employee newsletter, and if we had an employee events coming up, our employee Christmas party, a recognition program within our employee group. So a lot of it was, internal and external marketing for the hospital, and I enjoyed it for many, many years, obviously, but I just felt like it was time to, switch roles. So
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, after 21 years, I was definitely wondering why the change, but it just I felt like a natural time for you. It's sounding like so. We're very, very happy to have you in this Pana Community Hospital Foundation Executive Director position. Before we get into your role as the Executive Director, Pana Community Hospital Foundation, what is it? Can you break that down for us?
The foundation's main role within the hospital is to raise funds to supplement the needs within our hospital. So maybe we want to get a new scanner and we just don't have some money available in the general budget for a new scanner or something, that we need. So they look to the foundation to help make sure that we are able to get the products and the services that we need on a continual basis so we can continue to provide the quality services that we offer. And, some years it's huge campaigns, what we call capital campaigns.
Yeah.
And that was when we had the big building project, which was a huge campaign for us. That was about a 3-year campaign of raising funds when we built onto our hospital. And right now we are raising funds to redo the second floor. So there's always something new that we're looking to expand on and bring to our customers.
Absolutely. So Pana Community Hospital Foundation really there to uplift and just progress the services offered at Pana Community Hospital. So that's really, really awesome. What are you looking forward to most in this new position here after 21 years in marketing manager for Pana Community Hospital? You got to have some ideas.
Yeah, definitely. I've been watching this role for all the years that I've worked here.
Sure.
I've always assisted the foundation director in the different fundraising projects that they had going on, helping market them. But I always had my own ideas as well. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this is my opportunity to bring some of my ideas to the forefront, maybe something that I saw in the past that, I felt like I could just tweak a little bit and do a little bit better. So I was, just really looking forward into, making it more what I feel how the foundation can excel and do things a lot better. So I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. And with 21 years in the marketing side of things, you've seen things, you've seen the success and you've seen the failures, and you understand how it works on both ends there. So it's very interesting. How do you think that marketing role will really help you in this executive director position with the foundation? It does seem like you guys could work very closely together in the past.
Yes, definitely. I grew up in the Pana community.
Cool.
So, I was born here. Actually, I was born in Pana Community Hospital.
Wow.
I was born in the ER in the middle of a snowstorm. We didn't
Wow.
even have a maternity ward when I came into the world. So, obviously I'm deeply rooted into the community, and I just think that one of the things that I can bring into this role is with my marketing background, I want to be able to get out into the community more and really speak with the community, not just sitting in an office collecting the checks that come in and doing the financials, but really using my marketing and communication skills to get out into the community and talk with the people, tell them what the foundation is and why it's so important that they could possibly, be a part of their giving opportunities, because as we all know, people have very limited amount of funds. They don't have a whole lot of extra money sitting around that they can give. So they need to make sure that the group that they're giving to, whatever that may be, is something that's near and dear to their heart. So I really want to educate the community on what we're doing here.
Yeah, it really speaks to the importance of just that marketing side, that awareness side. It's hard for the public to know what's actually going on inside of hospitals. As a citizen, I try to know as little as I can about what goes on inside of hospitals. But I mean, explain how important that is, and how often it is that the community might not know what all is offered at Pana Community Hospital.
Well, Pana Community Hospital is the largest employer
Wow.
in Pana. We have 325 employees now, and that continues to grow. When I started 20 years ago, we were around maybe 120, 130 employees. So we're growing hugely. So that helps with the economic impact of our community. So without our hospital, not just the health care that would be taken away, but the economic impact, all the people that work here and depend on our hospitals, for their paycheck. So, I think that it is a vital, important part of the community. And without it, a lot of people just wouldn't have the health care that they need. And a lot of them, quite frankly, wouldn't have the job. So we really, really need to get that across to the public on what a vital part of the community we are and why it's important to remain a strong part of the community and be able to grow like we have been growing over the years.
Absolutely. That growth in employees is just astounding in and of itself right there. That is really awesome. Before we break, you mentioned that capital campaign that really elevated Pana Community Hospital. How long ago did that take place?
Well, we completed the capital campaign just before COVID
Cool.
hit.
Okay.
So we had our open house in March of 2020. And that was a multi-million-dollar building project that added a surgical suite onto our hospital, a brand new lab, a new front entrance. We were able to add the urgent care that we now have onto our hospital. So it added a lot of brand new services, and it opened up a lot of opportunity for the hospital. So that was something that we were very excited about. And, I think if somebody was at the hospital in the years before and come into the hospital today, they definitely see a huge difference.
I bet. And speak to the timing of that, of the big capital campaign and opening its doors finally right before COVID. Was there an influx, and were you guys more prepared than you would have been with the original building?
I'm not sure really about that. Obviously, everybody, when the pandemic hit, we were totally blindsided on where we were going to go and what we were going to do. We had our big open house, and then I believe it was a few weeks later that we had to shut down our outpatient services. So that had a huge effect on us. We just kind of went into fight or flight mode, in my opinion. But I think that I'm just so proud of our hospital and the way we got through the pandemic. We did not have to lay off any of our employees. We had employees that maybe they were in the outpatient services and maybe those services were canceled for a time. And we made sure that those particular employees, they gave them different odd jobs. Some of them were painting rooms. Some of them were working on landscaping, just different stuff so that we didn't have to put people out of a job during that pandemic. So we worked really, really hard to do that, where a lot of the hospitals were just laying off their staff. We just worked really, really hard to maintain what we could.
That's really great to hear. Responding and reacting in the right ways in a time of fight or flight, like you said right there. So it's really amazing to hear how Pana Community Hospital survived through all of that. But when we come back, we have much more to talk about with Melissa Rybold, Executive Director of the Pana Community Hospital. We're going to talk a little bit more about her goals for the foundation, the Pana Community Hospital Foundation, excuse me. We're going to talk about her goals for the foundation and some planned giving conversations there. But this has been the WTIM Pana Morning Show. Quick 3-minute break, and we will be right back.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn and beans higher. Wheat trading steady at this hour. September corn up 4.04 1/4. December corn up 4 1/4. 4.19 1/4. March corn 4.33 1/4, up 4. August beans up 3, 11.20 3/4. September beans 10.71 1/4. That's up 6 1/2. New crop November 10.75 1/4, up 6 1/2. September Chicago wheat 5.47 1/2, down half a penny. December wheat unchanged 5.73. August bean meal down to $1.10, 342.50. August bean oil 47.05, up a nickel. Livestock market, August live cattle 181.40, that's up, or 184.10 rather, up 17 cents. August feeders 256.32, down 7 cents. August lean hogs 93.37, up $1. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
Attention hunters and gun owners, you must get to Locked and Loaded Sportsman Paradise in Pana. Take the short drive and shop Central Illinois' premier gun shop. Come see the huge inventory of firearms, ammo, hunting supplies, and accessories. In stock now, custom designed Locked and Loaded t-shirts and headgear. Brush up on your shooting skills at the indoor range featuring 7 shooting lanes. If it has to do with firearms or hunting, you'll find it at Locked and Loaded on Route 16 East in Pana. Locked and Loaded, open 6 days a week. Like them on Facebook.
Hot days bring hot prices this week at your locally owned Pana Save a Lot. This is Eric and Tim here with this week's deals.
USDA inspected T-bone steaks, only $4.99 a pound.
Assorted Pepsi 2 liters, 2 for $4.
Whole seedless watermelons, $3.99 each.
Family pack pork steaks, $1.99 a pound.
Fresh Roma tomatoes, only 99 cents a pound.
And a 30-count box of Swaggerty sausage patties, only $9.99.
Hurry in, these prices are good through Tuesday, July 23rd at your locally owned Pana Save a Lot.
Hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Casey Rankin with People's Bank and Trust, and I'm here to share information about our Save by Spending programs, Save by Spending Roundup, where you round up your debit card purchases to the next dollar and put that change in your savings account. Also, our Save by Spending's Rewards program. You can earn cash back on all qualifying signature-based debit card purchases. Call 888-PBT-1954 and learn more about our Save by Spending programs. At People's Bank and Trust, we put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you haven't seen what's going on at Bailey Park just off West Spresser in Taylorville, stop by. Lower your home cost by downsizing and save money. Bring your manufactured home to locate on their lot or they'll sell you one. Click the Bailey Park icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
The Shelby County Economic Development Corporation aims to foster, promote, and stimulate economic development. They're here to help your business grow. Find out more on the Shelby County Economic Development Corporation by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
And welcome back into the WTIM Pana Morning Show, brought to you by our title sponsor, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, your Pana Save a Lot, Whiskey Bill Saloon and Liquor Emporium, the City of Pana, and Locked and Loaded Limited. We've been talking with Melissa Rybold, the new Executive Director of the Pana Community Hospital Foundation. We really appreciate her for taking the time today. Oh, I forgot to mention our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. Can't forget about them. Before we move on, talk a little bit more about Pana Community Hospital itself with the foundation, Melissa. One more time to reiterate your goals coming into this new position after being in that marketing manager position for over 20 years.
Well, I feel like I want to really get out into the community and educate the community, both the baby boomers, everybody else, that it's important to know somebody's wishes. as you know, when I was growing up, really, like, if someone passed away, they either left money, either their memorial money or maybe some money that they had in their savings. Maybe it went to their church
Right.
or the hospital. It just really, it's pretty cut and dry. And in today's society, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of things that are available for your money. And so I just really want to bring the awareness. Uh, of the importance of the hospital, but also just the importance of having those conversations with your loved one, maybe with your spouse, about what you personally would like, so that if something would happen to you, your parents, your loved ones, where would you want your memorial to go? Where would you want your money to go? Because that is so important. A lot of times, maybe grandma or grandpa passes away, mom or dad, and then the family's left with, well, who do you want the memorial to go to, or where do you want this to go to? And they just really have no idea because they never had those important conversations.
Right. Difficult conversations that you have to have there, but like you said, it's just so important there. You
Very
don't
difficult.
you don't want to be asking those questions once it's too late there. How do you go about it? And I don't expect there to be a cut and dry way to do this, but I mean, how do you go about having those conversations? Is this a way? Do you frame it in a way to, hey, this is helping out you. This is for us as a family that is still living. Do you have any idea?
Well, I think that, it doesn't have to be a sad, morbid
Right.
conversation and really making it like, they're just about ready to leave us or
Yeah.
something like that. It's just like, um, you know, uh, hey, I heard somebody talking on the radio the other day, or I heard something the other day that sparked my interest, and they were talking about making sure that your loved ones knew what their wishes were.
Yeah.
And, we've really never asked you, mom or dad, or anything. So what are your wishes? Where do you want to see your memorials go or your money go? And because, you could be totally surprised. And really, wherever their heart lies, because a lot of times if you don't have those conversations, the kids just end up guessing, or they end up giving to a charity that is close to their heart.
Yeah.
So maybe it's close to my heart to give to the hospital, but maybe, your mom or dad said, no, I really want to make sure it goes to the church, or I want to make sure it goes to the Pana Parks.
Yeah.
And then they say, wow, I didn't even know you had any interest in that. And then be like, yeah, I've been very interested in that. And I just think it, brings up really good conversations. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be difficult. You can just make it as easy as you want. And then just, you just kind of make a mental note of that. So in the future, whether it's 1 month away or 20 years away, you just know what their wishes were.
Absolutely, and you can't say too much about how valuable those conversations could be. And when reading obituaries or anything like that, it surprises me how specific people get with where contributions can be made to, because you never know what inspired them in their life. And like you said, they might not have talked about it at all.
Right. And sometimes I see something where, it's maybe something that I can look at it and I can know that was something that was close to the children's heart, not mom and dad's.
Mm.
And I think, there's so many thousands and thousands of things that you can choose from. So you have to think, in my opinion, you have to think, what is closest to my heart? What do I'm most passionate about? And what will affect my community right here and where I live, and where my kids live and my grandkids live? How can my memory and my money go to help them in the future? Because a lot of the stuff that you may donate to may be a great cause, but you might not see any of the impact of that in your own community.
Absolutely. And Melissa, we are in our last minute now. We wanted to work in one more piece of information out to the people here. You guys got an upcoming golf outing, is that correct?
Yeah, so I do work on fundraising as well.
Nice.
So we do have our biggest fundraiser of the year is the Foundation Golf Outing. This year it will take place on Friday, August 16th. We have a morning golf group and an afternoon golf group that will be taking place. If you're not a golfer, I'm looking for sponsors, business sponsors, even individual. A whole sponsor is only $100, and then you can go up from there. So there's a lot of ways that people can get involved and help us with this fundraiser, and the money will really go a long way in helping our hospital make sure that we meet those patient needs now and in the future.
Perfect. And where can teams go to sign up if they got 4 people to play?
Yeah, definitely give me a call here at Pana Hospital. My direct line is 562-6340.
Perfect. And Melissa, thank you so much for taking the time being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. Have a
Without
great
doubt.
day.
You as well. Melissa Reibold, Executive Director of the Pana Community Hospital Foundation. Really great to have her on today. And this has been the WTIM Pana Morning Show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
Following the assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump, Kimberly Cheadle had served as Secret Service Director